Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, BougieVyntage, and today's video is very motherfucking special, and the reason is because I got my braces off today, and you are going to be the first to see me in my final form. In all honesty, it's been a long ride with my braces and my orthodontist, and for that matter, it's been frustrating for me. For those of you that have started braces treatment or that want braces treatment, do not let my story of braces scar you, okay? I personally feel like braces are the answer. I just didn't get lucky, or I just have shitty luck. Like, I believe in braces over veneers any day. There are lots of different options for braces. You have metal, you have ceramic, you have Invisalign, and I think all three of those types of braces deliver awesome results. So don't let my story scare you and like steer you away from wanting to get braces or getting braces. If you have fucked up teeth and you want to improve your smile, go for it, okay? If your teeth are something that bother you on a regular basis, if you are weird like me and just have some weird obsession with fucking teeth, go for it, okay? Because not everybody can be blessed with a perfect smile, and shout out to everybody that is, but I was not one of those people. And so to have been able to get braces was just awesome. It was just it's an awesome experience, okay? And you know what? If I didn't have braces for 8 years, I wouldn't have a crazy story to tell on my channel. So I'm glad that I got to do that part of it, I guess. It was a learning experience, and it definitely has taught me patience, okay? So if I didn't have patience before, I have patience now, bitch, because 8 years is a long damn time to be having braces. Y'all keep telling me about somebody that's had their braces for 15 years. I searched for the video and I can't find it any damn where, so link it below, okay, so that I can see her. And so that I can comment on her video. But yeah, I do love you all, but let's get into this because I'm super excited to show you guys what my teeth look like today, okay? You guys forgive my hair, like I fucking, forgive my hair. I am not coiffed right now, like my hair is not styled, okay? It looks absolutely insane. I'll fix it when I'm ready to take a photo or whatever. But welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, BougieVyntage, and today's video is my braces are motherfucking off video, okay? So I have a retainer in, and my teeth are straight as fuck. Okay. So this is a big day for me. This video is a very big deal. If you have not been watching, let's just have a round of applause. Okay, so some of you have already seen my teeth because I posted on Halloween, well, not Halloween, I posted, today is Halloween. Happy Halloween, y'all. Today, I can't even speak. I actually had posted on the 28th on my Snapchat, and then on the 29th on my Instagram a picture of my teeth. So some of you have seen that and y'all were freaking out, but I actually deleted it off of my Instagram, so if you didn't screenshot it, then it is gone forever. I guess what I will start with is, it was Wednesday that I took my braces off. I had gone to Toronto the morning of, so I left Ottawa at 12:45 a.m. and I went to Toronto to get my braces off. I got there at about 7 a.m. It took so long. Usually the ride is only 4 hours and 45 minutes, but I took the Greyhound instead of taking a ride share. And so because of that, it took extra freaking long. Like, the ride was ridiculously long, and I was paranoid the entire time because Greyhound is just scary at nighttime. Like, oh my gosh. So I was super duper scared. I was anxious. I've been anxious for a whole week, you guys. This is a big, like, this was literally one of the biggest events in my life. Like, next to like getting married and having a kid, this was like the biggest thing that's ever happened to me in a long freaking time. Okay, so I was like super duper, not scared per se, but I was really anxious, and I've been anxious since like basically since August, when he told me they would come off in October. So like, so I've been anxious since then, but like my anxiety really built up the day that I was supposed to get my mole done, which was the last Wednesday, and then the Wednesday that just passed, that's when I was actually there to get my braces off. As of the last update video, I gave you guys more details upon the details that I gave you in the first video, and I'm about to take this damn retainer out because I'm talking like I have a lisp. I hate my retainer. We'll get into that after. Let's zoom in while I take it out, because you know this is like a really big deal. So to take out your retainer, you're going to pop down on both sides. Like, you see these little things that go up here? Hot them out like this, and then there's that here. Huh? And it is sparkly gold because wet, because bougie is bougie. And then you're going to place it in your little pink container, and you're going to close it. Never put your retainer in a napkin, because that's how it gets thrown out in the garbage. So I have to bring this everywhere with me. Eating has now become a chore. We're not a fan of the retainer, but we'll get into that after. So I arrive to my mother's house at like 7 a.m. I bang on the door and I'm like, Mom, like, let me in, because like usually I have a key to her house, but like I don't have a key to her new house. So I was like, Mama, come open this door for me or whatever. And so she opens the door and I go inside her house, and I'm like, I'm so anxious, I don't know if I can sleep. So I actually do end up falling asleep. I set an alarm for like 10 o'clock. I set an alarm for 10, and I don't get out of bed till 10:15. Bitch, I was tired as a motherfucker. I was exhausted, like, so tired. We take a nap, and we get up. We leave at about 10:30, 10:45 to get to my appointment for 1 o'clock. We arrive at my appointment a little early, so I treat my mom to some Starbucks, okay? Starbucks gang, hi, how are you? And I didn't get anything for myself, and I was like literally telling everybody that spoke to me that day, like, I'm getting my braces off today, like literally getting my braces off. Yeah. Did you ever have braces? No? Well, I've had mine for 8 years. Like, anybody, like, the guy at Starbucks was like, oh, congratulations. And I was just like, thanks, this is a really big deal for me. Like, I've had my braces for 8 years, and I'm getting them off today. Like, yeah. So anyway, I was filming or whatever, so I'm going to show you guys the filming from, like, the morning when I first got to Toronto up until, right before the appointment, and then I'm going to show you what happened during the appointment, because I filmed this nigga, because like I almost didn't get my braces off, you guys. Legit, almost did not get my braces off. Like, he was talking about taking off the bottom ones and not the top ones, because well, you'll see why when I put the video of before I go into the orthodontist, but it was just a hot ass mess, and I did a lot of crying that day. I cried before the appointment, I cried during the appointment, and I didn't cry after the appointment. But when I first took my braces off, and the first time I looked in the mirror after taking them off, a bitch was not impressed, okay? I was not happy. And I think it was the lighting in there, because I looked at my teeth and I said, them shits is yellow as a motherfucker. Like, they're so yellow. And so I was really sad about that. And so when he had handed me the mirror, he's like, I thought you would be a lot more excited than you're showing. And I wanted him to feel like shit, so that's why I was excited that they were off, but they didn't look right to me still. I think because I just hadn't gotten used to them in my mouth. But yeah, so I was very nonchalant about them coming off. And I guess the first clips that you will see is me before the appointment, so I'll still have my braces on. The second part of the video, or the second clips that you will see, is before we actually start the procedure. For like for maybe about 20 minutes, but I only recorded for 13 minutes, he was speaking to me and my mother about the whole situation, and this nigga tried to say that your girl, he's like, there was impacted eye teeth, there was a lot of missed appointments. Let me clarify something, because the first year that I had my braces, yes, I did miss quite a few appointments because I was not used to having braces, and I kept missing my appointments because it would either be scheduled too early in the morning, like before I had school, or it would be scheduled during school and I would just forget, like I was just a little kid. So after the first year of braces and missing all of the appointments, I got in a lot of trouble. And so since year 1, I have not missed an appointment. So he a liar, okay? That's a lie. I did not miss any appointments after year 1. So let's just clarify that right now. There was not a lot of missed appointments. He was just trying to make an excuse for his ass having my shits on. But even if I did miss a lot of appointments throughout this time frame, like, or throughout this time period, it still shouldn't have taken 8 years. Like, me missing an appointment here and there at every, like, maybe every 3 months in the first year. If I missed an appointment every 3 months, that would not equal a whole, like, extra 4 years onto my treatment. 1 or 2 maybe. Like, 5 years with braces maybe. But no. No. It is, I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 7, maybe a little after 7 a.m. and I just got in from Ottawa. I think we left at 1 a.m. So it's taking me 7 hours to get here. Now I'm walking to my mom's house. I'm a dummy. I'm going the wrong way. Like, I'm a total jackass. I'm totally walking the wrong fucking way. Confused as shit. I'm looking around like, why does it look so weird? Because I'm going the wrong way. I'm such a dumbass. Anyway, yeah. Been traveling for 7 whole hours. I just got off the train and I'm getting my braces off at 1 o'clock. So my teeth look like, and they'll be off soon. The ride wasn't too bad. All the way to Peterborough, I was sitting beside some girl. She had the window seat. No, thank you. And then they were trying to give me a newspaper. And then from then, when she got out at Peterborough, then I ended up sitting at the window seat. And I put my backpack on the seat so that nobody would sit beside the kid. And so, yeah, my hair looks insane. I never got to take my makeup off before I left the house. And so I fucked up by coming this way. I need to cross the street. Let me take my sunglasses off. Gotta go. Okay, you guys, I am with my mom and we are walking into the ortho right now. I'm so nervous. I have had anxiety for over a week, but today's the big day. And me and him might fight today because I want my teeth filed. What is this space? You see this? This is the stuff I'm talking about. There's a space again.
Oh yeah, that one.
And it's not, you guys, you see? I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm so irritated already. Jacob pointed out the space yesterday, but I didn't look at it because I didn't want to get mad. What time is it? Time is it, Mom?
Just ask him what is he gonna do about the space. Maybe your retainer will
That's
pull
what
it
I
in.
said to Jacob. I said, I'm not gonna think anything negative. My
Just
retainer
ask
will
him.
fix it.
Yeah. 12:40.
Do you want a coffee?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my mom Starbucks. Bye, guys. You guys, my stomach is in utter knots and my eyes are watering. I'm pathetic. But
fine.
oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Wow, it's a big day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big day. Breathe. I don't know. It's been so long since you have them on and you don't know what to expect. Come, let's go do this, girl. Let's go do this.
Not one yet.
So we'll sit there. You don't want to sit there? You want to stay out
No, let's stay out here. It's
here?
cool. I'll be back soon.
What I've done, I feel really good with what we've been able to accomplish.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, 2 impacted eye teeth
Yeah.
can add years. Okay? Now, every time you called me
Right.
and asked me, why are you taking so long? If I have been worried about somebody or worried about something, it's almost like I'd expect your phone call. But every time you called me about that type of thing, it caught me off guard. Simply because, yes, it's taken longer. But everything we've been doing has been in the process to get, first of all, both impacted eye teeth lined up. And as we've been going along, I felt really good about it. Yes, it's taken a long time. But there have been many missed appointments. Okay? There's been lots of broken brackets. And I'm not saying this to you, Sabrina, to blame you.
You may not, sir.
Okay? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, there's been things which have caused,
Variables
probably
that cause-
there's been variables.
Okay.
But I think the most important variable, because I've basically been very pleased with the way things have come along, is we had 2 impacted eye teeth. Okay? There was one up in here, and there was one up in here.
Right.
Now, when I started, I didn't want to have this one surgically exposed because I didn't think it needed it.
Okay.
Okay?
You were expecting it to fall.
Well,
come down
what
and
it was
so-
because these teeth had shifted over this way.
Right.
The first thing we did was we started moving these teeth over this way to make more room. And eventually it came down. Okay? Now, this one was in a worse position. So I knew eventually it was going to need to be exposed. So then we had that one exposed. But while that all occurred, I mean, that probably took a heck, even though that tooth was there and we had the space for it, if I can let nature bring that tooth down on its own, I'd rather that happen than you have to go and have it surgically exposed and get, you know, because that's a lot worse. It came in, and then we had to start dealing with this one. Okay? So when we look at everything, okay, there's the bottom at the beginning, there's the bottom now. So the bottom's all lined up. Okay? If we look at the top, both eye teeth are now in. Okay? And we've got the teeth lined up as good as we can. So, you know, we've come a long way, Sabrina. Okay?
Why is it so? I don't know. This is just. Why is it so rough on?
It's a different kind of material.
May I? May I
Yeah,
see this?
but you know, Serena, you know, yes, it's taken a long time. And believe me, orthodontists, we don't normally just take, you know, cases don't routinely take 2 to 3 years. Sometimes we have cases that take longer.
So what was it with the method you were using before to close the space?
Well, when we were closing, see, can I show
Is
you?
this the actual return?
Yeah,
That's the
that's
beginning.
mine,
Yep, yeah. When we close spaces, there's various ways orthodontists can use to do it. The method I was using with you to start with was the way I always do it. Okay, on everybody. But sometimes, in some patients, it's a little slower than in others. So after we struggled and struggled with that method that I was using, okay, and because I could see you were getting close to the limit. Okay, let's change to something that I used to use, okay? And as you can see that when we change that wire, to change the type of wire, it started working a lot better for you. Now, I very rarely make that change because I find I don't need to.
Yeah.
But sometimes patients, everybody's different, everybody's teeth move in a different way.
Absolutely. Yeah, we understand that.
And for you, you know, I just wanted to see you happy again, and I wanted to see it get better. So we made the different wires, they started working better. Okay? Now, Sabrina, I know she's reached her limit.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Okay? I know you've reached your limit.
Yeah.
Okay? But you have to understand, there's reasons why things happen, and there's reasons why things take longer. I'm very happy with what we've done. I'm very happy how we've done it. I have no problems with that. Okay? Yeah, I mean, if I could have gotten it finished a long time ago, I would have tried my best. But I'll tell you, I felt very good about everything we're doing. Now, what we want to do, because I know she really wants them off. Okay? So, we've got a big appointment
You
now.
understand that our greatest concern, though, because it's been so long, her teeth are stained, soft, maybe.
No,
I'm not a
think so.
dentist.
Yeah, no,
but
I don't.
also, I've been concerned about her
Root
root
shortening.
getting shorter because of how
Yeah.
long the
Well,
braces
I
are.
don't have any suspicions. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, if we go ahead with taking the braces off today,
Mhm.
I'll fit you with retainers, and you'll have an appointment in 2 months for you to check everything.
Oh.
So I don't have anybody who can take the X-ray for us. But when you come in 2 months, we'll take the X-ray then. But I'm not suspicious of anything. I think everything looks good.
But what I'm
Yeah.
what I'm saying though is a rudimentary, just checking every
That's
so
why we're
often
good.
to see.
Well-
but since she's had it on for so long, and to my knowledge, she's never had an X-ray to check to see.
Well,
what
I've
was going on.
always sent I send a letter to her dentist at the
Yeah.
very beginning.
Yeah.
Basically to say, you know, if you could take an X-ray of the teeth once a year and send it to me so we can check for progress,
Right.
we go from there. Now, I haven't received anything.
Which
and-
dentist did you send it?
Yeah.
Well, the initial dentist, your initial dentist was Dr.
Hoffman? No, we
seen her
hadn't.
for.
Well,
I
you
was
haven't
like-
seen it, no, you haven't seen it for a while. The thing is, I'd be very surprised, and I don't suspect anything, but we're going to take another X-ray to check. Okay? It isn't often that patients get those problems, but it can happen. Okay? The thing is, if we've had some, and we don't know that, but if there's been some, there's nothing we can do about it now. We were going at the pace we could. I don't, you know.
What would be though? What would sort of to cut you? But what would be the ramification if that is actually
Okay,
happening?
if there
What's
has been
recourse?
that, well, usually you don't need to do anything about it. Okay, if somebody has had some shortening of the roots, let me get a pencil, I'll show you. But when we look at patients' roots, at the very beginning, if we see any shortening, which I don't think we saw, then you'd be more concerned. Now, if patients get a shortening of the root sometimes, they might lose this much. They might lose this much. It doesn't make the tooth fall out, doesn't make it weaker, doesn't mean it's gonna change, it's gonna look any different. And it heals, and yeah, the root's a little shorter, but the tooth is still firm in the bone. Okay?
So it
it's
sounds
very
like-
rare that it becomes significant.
Okay.
Okay.
How long after taking off the braces would you recommend? Because I'm sure she's going to need to whiten those teeth.
Well,
And I
she
don't-
may,
yeah.
she may decide. That's why when we first take the braces off, I suggest not to go and just whiten them.
Right,
Let's
right.
let everything heal, let the gum
Settle
tissue heal,
first.
just let everything settle, then you can make a decision. That's 8 weeks is usually the next appointment. And then at that appointment, we'll take a Panorex, and then the next time, usually 4 months, 6 months. But in the meantime, she can see her dentist. And if you make the decision you want to whiten them, that's the decision you can make with your dentist.
Okay.
So there's no reason why she can't whiten her teeth. But we're going to clean the teeth today. We're going to get everything looking as good as we possibly can. And then you can make the decision with time if you want to do that.
I'm sorry, it's your mouth and you should be speaking.
I only have 2 questions about my wisdom
Yep.
tooth. It's not bothering me, but can it shift my teeth?
No, I don't think so.
No?
And for now, we
Because
just let it come in. If it's not going to be able to come in properly, we may have to get them out.
Okay.
But right now, I wouldn't worry about that.
And will I eventually be able to, not the permanent retainer, but switch to the Invisalign looking one?
If we may,
Yeah.
yes. You may not need it.
Okay.
If we need it or you want it, that's something we can do. But the reason I like this aligner to start with is it holds the teeth very nicely while the bone and the gum tissues are healing. Okay? One of the things that an Invisaligner type aligner, you know, they're clear like a clear shell.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you use that right from the beginning, the natural settling of the teeth into the final position is prevented. This holds the teeth, still allows the teeth to settle into the final position.
Right.
Okay, but as you get older and as we get further through retention, if we need and we want to make something out, we can.
Okay.
It's very easy. But to start with, I like to use this because it gives us the best control.
And how often do I need to wear my retainer?
24 hours a day to start with.
Oh, jeez.
Because what? We want everything to heal.
You want, yeah.
We want the bone
There's
to
no
heal.
point
we
in
want
coming
everything to
this
heal.
far and.
Yeah, no.
Well, that I know, Mom.
So yeah, and then eventually we'll go to nighttime. Okay? And then eventually you may not even need an upper retainer. So you may not even need a clear one. But we just gotta wait till we get there.
Okay.
Okay, now Sabrina. You're looking at me like I'm the enemy. I'm not the enemy. Okay?
I just want the divorce.
I know.
Sign the papers, Doc. I'm
jeez.
over it, okay?
Okay, but Sabrina, okay, listen, I've tried my very best for
I
you.
know.
I've tried my hardest. It's been bothering me that I felt that you've been disappointed in the length. And I agree. But listen, I can only go so fast.
Yeah.
You know, as I activate a tooth, when you come in 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it was, we got to see how the tooth moved.
Yeah.
If it moved, great. If it didn't move, we got to activate it again. Like, I was thinking a lot about the adjustment I made here, okay? I'm not concerned about it, okay? But, you know, I knew you would be, because you've keyed in on these things. Well, you know, I know you want them off, and I've told you there's an option of taking the bottom off and maybe leaving the top on just till we get everything done. But I'm not concerned about if you want everything off today, we'll take everything off for you today. Okay, but you have to understand that the option is there if you want to take it. Okay?
So, if I take the top off today and I put my retainer in, will my teeth not shift to where
I think they'll be fine.
they're supposed to be instead of that little space there?
I think the space will go. But I haven't even looked. Let's see what we did.
Okay.
Okay? So, I think we're in a situation which...
Oh yeah, so as you guys know, I did ask him like 2 appointments ago for my chart, and him and the secretary were like, And so, when I went in for this appointment, he gave me this little folder with my name on it, and it was supposedly my chart. It's not my chart. I don't know where he dug this little thing up from, but it is not my charts, okay? They really are trying it, and I'm obviously not done. I still have to go in for other appointments for my retainer and stuff like that. I still have to go for checkups, which is really annoying, but I don't have a choice. Yeah, so I was really irritated when I got home and opened up the chart. I was like, I've looked at my chart before. I know what my chart looks like, and this is not a photocopied version of the chart that they have at the office. This is some white paper with writing on it. Like, I was so pissed when I opened that up. I'm like, he really tried it. Like, you think you can pull the wool over my eyes? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So they gave me some type of chart, or like updated shortened version of my actual chart. That is not my patient chart. I know what my patient chart looks like. It's not even the same writing that's on my actual chart. It's not even the same size writing that's on the chart that I've been looking at this whole entire time. Like, this is a totally different thing. I don't know where this came from, but it is what it is. And it's like a summary too. It's not even like in super detail. It's just a summary of things that have happened over the course of the last 8 years. And so it's bullshit. That's not my chart. I want my real chart, okay? Okay, so after he kicked my mother out, after he kicked my mom out, told her she had to go, I ended up going into the other room so that we could start the procedure. If you notice, which you're gonna see in the next clip that I show you guys, so I'm in the chair, I'm holding my camera, or my phone, sorry, I didn't bring my camera with me. I'm holding my phone, I'm recording, I'm super excited. This is, you guys don't understand, this was a big fucking deal to me. Like, this day meant meant a lot to me. Like, this was a really, 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 really big day. That's why I was so emotional about it. Like, I cried before going into the appointment, like you just saw. Like, it was really, 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 it was a really difficult thing that I had to deal with. And I just had a lot of emotion built up, and so I'm excited. Mind you, I told you guys from before, I told him that I wanted to film it, and he had told me no from before, but I figured I was gonna push my luck that day, because why the fuck not? Like, I have seen so many videos on YouTube of people filming their journey with their braces and getting them removed and everything, and so I just, like, I do this for a living. I want to show you guys. I want to bring you guys on this freaking journey with me of getting my braces off because of how important it is to me. And of course he ruins it, and you will see that in this next clip. He was not having it, and as you can see, he refused to start with the camera rolling. He told me to turn it off. So I'm in the chair waiting.
Okay. Okay.
This is a big day.
Okay.
It's gonna be an hour and a half. Bye, Mom. See you later. Love you too. So I have. Don't give what? What? Don't give what?
Don't give him a hard time. He's going in there. I love you.
Love you.
Okay. I'm gonna see what I can buy and hold until you come out.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to. I want paints for my birthday.
Paint?
Yeah, I want to do paint with.
You want to paint the house? Paint the apartment?
Yeah, no, not that kind of paint. Art paint for me to do.
Oh, you're going to Dollarama?
I'm gonna walk around.
Okay. Don't go too far.
Okay. No, maybe I should go to Starbucks.
No, you're well. By the time you get there, that's half an hour, and then you'll have
Kidding.
another half an hour.
Walk around and
10, 15 minutes.
Bye.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm filming.
No, you don't need to film this. There's no reason to film. So it's just gonna get in the way, okay? So you can turn it off.
When this happened, you guys, right after that clip you see me turning off the camera, I laid back into the chair and immediately my eyes just started watering. Like, I couldn't even control it, and I didn't want to control it because I wanted him to see how upset I was. And so I was crying. I wasn't even trying to wipe it. I was just letting the tears flow, and he wasn't talking to me, and I knew that was the reason he wasn't talking to me. He knew what he did. He knew why I was crying. So he didn't. Usually, like, he'll be having small talk with me, but he didn't. So he's in my mouth. Pause, as always. So I'm laying there, and he starts to, once the camera's off, he starts to do his thing, and he keeps suggesting, I don't know if it was in the clip or not, but like in that room, I didn't get all of the footage, right? But he kept suggesting that we wait to take the top ones off. He's saying we could wait till your next appointment to do it instead, because that space that opened up that I was complaining about before we walked into the office. And so I was like, there's no way on God's green earth, there's no way in hell, there's no way in my black Buddha hole that I am waiting to take off these top braces. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers tried to jinx my ass anyway, and you were saying that you'll laugh if they don't come off when I posted the last video. Fuck you, first of all. Fuck all y'all that said that. Like, that shit wasn't funny to me. I didn't laugh about it. That's not a joke to me. Like, there would have been nothing funny about that. I don't think you guys understand how emotionally damaging my braces have been to my life, okay? So I was irritated, and I was like, they're coming off today regardless. I don't care about the space. I'm like, the retainer must be able to fix that. Like, you better make it work, sir, okay? Or you're gonna be paying for my fucking veneers, because this has just gone on way too long. We need to take them off. I'm not going into November with no fucking shackles on my teeth. Like, let's be very clear. So he kept saying, like, I think you'll be fine. Like, if you listen to him, he doesn't say that he knows. Like, what do you know? He knows nothing. Like, everything is I think. As the professional, as the doctor, as the orthodontist, you should know. And he knows nothing. And so that's what's... alarming to me because everything is I think. We're not asking you to think. You're not getting paid to think. You getting paid to know, fix my teeth so I can go. Like, ugh. Anyway, yeah, he kept suggesting that I wait to take the top off. I said, no. And he's like, well, we'll see. We will not see anything. We're taking them off. We go, and as I'm lying there crying, he was saying it again. At this point, my mom's gone, and he's suggesting it to me again. But this time, it's like he's almost suggesting it and telling me like he's not gonna take them off of the top. And so immediately, I sit up. I let him. He stopped working on my mouth because I was having a fit, you guys. I sit up and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm literally sobbing in the chair, my hands down, literally crying my eyes out. And I thought my camera was rolling at the time. It wasn't, but I was literally crying. He's like, oh man, like blah blah blah, and I'm not having it, eh? Like, I'm ignoring him 100%. The other lady that was helping him out, she left the damn room. Like, I was a mess, okay? And he was there tapping my arm, like, no, don't touch me, don't talk to me, like, just get the fuck out of my, like, if you're not gonna take my braces off today, it's going to be a fucking problem. Just know that, like, I was going to freaking wreck the office if my braces didn't come off that day. Like, it was so real. So I'm sitting up, I'm crying because I'm thinking, I'm like, I've came this far, I want perfect teeth, what should I do? I'm like, I didn't know what to do because I am not the professional, but he's not doing too good of a job being a professional either, so it's my call. It's like, this is my judgment call. I'm like, you know what? If worst comes to worst and the braces can't fix the little space that's there, then I'm just gonna have to find a different alternative, but they have to come off today. Like, they have to come off today. So he gives me tissue or whatever. I'm drying my eyes. I lay back down. He's like, I think you'll be fine, but I think you'll be fine. I think the retainer could fix it, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, which one is it? It was like he was saying to me, we could take them off, but it's against my better judgment. He was not saying those words, and that's what was frustrating me, because I'm like, are you trying to tell me that it's better for me to leave them on and fix it? What the hell? And fix it the next time? Or are you like, I felt like he was trying to like let me know that my safest bet is to leave it on because it's not 100% that the retainer could fix it. And so he just kept saying, I think you'll be fine, I think you'll be fine, but which one is it? I need to know. And because I couldn't get a straight answer from him, I was just like, take them off. Let's do this. I laid back down and he began. He's like, and then he kept saying it again. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. And I was like, okay, take them off. Like, just take them off. And so he started, first he took the wire out, and then what did he do next? I don't fucking remember. It's not important. Then he started to pop them off. Like, they came off really easily. Some teeth were more sensitive than others, but they did come off really easily. And then the part that was really like, wow, I should have got these off a long time ago, was when he was taking off the little circular metal brackets that I had over my molars. So the things that the headgear pushed into, they were literally circles, and they fit in between my teeth, and they were like literally around the tooth. So when he took that off and it came out my mouth, I instantly wanted to throw the fuck up. It was 8 years of stank. It smelled like 8 years of wide open booty cheeks. Like, it stunk so bad. Like, it really smelled like a wedgie. Like, it smelled like somebody's booty. Like, it was reeking. It was reeking. Okay, when he took, because it's metal, right? And obviously I've been brushing my teeth, but I can't get inside of that little, you know, I can't get inside of the little metal things around my molars. And so when he took that off, I was like holding my breath because it smelled like death. It smelled like a dead body, you guys. I cannot exaggerate this. Like, it really fucking stank. And I was like, wow, like, it's a miracle that motherfuckers have not been complaining about my breath. Like, because if that was up in there, but you know what? I always chew gum. So, and you guys know that I'm always chewing gum. So that's probably why my breath don't be stanking. But like, when he took that off and I smelled it and it went past my nose, I was like, that is not my mouth that I'm smelling right now. It was horrific. I was like, I could have cried. My eyes watered. It was so potent. So, yeah, no, it was nasty. Anyway, he took that off my teeth, and that was like the last part of the braces removal. And then once he took that off, he like sanded the what's it called? What is that? He sanded the cement off, or he cleaned the cement off. I rinsed, and then he gave me like a teeth polishing, like at the dentist, like the dentist when he cleaned my teeth and got them as clean as possible. I know they probably do look a little white, but they're not. I waited until he was actually like done cleaning them to lick them, because everybody was telling me about licking your teeth, and I was just like, I'm not even obsessed. Like, so once he finished cleaning them, that was the first time I licked them, and I was like, oh yeah, they do kind of feel slimy. They don't feel too slimy right now, but when I first licked, they did feel really slimy. But I didn't get obsessed with licking them. I think I only keep licking them now because of all the people that told me that I would, like, you know what I mean? So I'm not like super weird right now, and like I'm not constantly licking them. I don't care to lick my teeth. Like, why would I be licking my teeth? Anyway, I'm laying in the chair now. I haven't seen the teeth, I've only licked them, and he passes me, he's like, nice and smooth, eh? And then he passes me the mirror, and I'm laying in the chair, and I hold the mirror up, and I do this, I smile, and I'm just looking at them unimpressed, because I wanted him to know that despite the fact that they're off, I am still very unhappy with him. And so he was like, now you don't seem as excited as I thought you would to get your braces off. And then he's like, what's the matter? And I almost wanted to just fuck with him and just be like, my teeth look like shit. But they don't, so I didn't say that, but I was just like, the color, like, but I think it was the lighting, because when I say I held that mirror up and my teeth looked like fucking banana powder, like, they dead ass looked ombre, but like they looked this color to me, and then the bottom one was white, like, but everywhere else just looked like this color. It looked like it was fading from this color to white. And so I was like, oh my god, like, this is really embarrassing. Like, I look like I smoke a pack a day. Like, my teeth look really bad. And so that's what I was upset about mainly. I think because of how obsessed with teeth I am, I was just taken by surprise how different I personally looked without the braces, and I just needed to get adjusted to that. So I wasn't happy per se as soon as he passed me the mirror. I was happy they were off, but I wasn't happy how they looked. I could tell he was like, well damn, like, I done fucked up. When you're an artist, when you love art and you're an art and you have a craft and a talent and you put your all into it, I don't know if he put his all into it, but he must have, because it's been years. But like, when you put your all into something and you show somebody your work and they're not impressed by it, you gonna feel some type of way. And I wanted him to feel some type of way. Like, I wasn't gonna let him know that I was ecstatic to have them off. Like, I wanted him to know how damaging it's been for me and how upsetting the whole entire journey has been for me, and just how unfair it's been. And so I didn't smile or whatever, and everybody was just like, can you smile for me? Like, after that, everybody was trying to get me to smile, and I was just like, you guys don't understand. Like, just because my braces are off does not mean I like you guys now. Like, no, I still don't fuck with y'all. So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm super duper happy that they're off, because I'm not. Like, I had a little bit of attitude, okay? I did. And so once he took them off, I went into the other room again, and the lady basically was showing me my retainer, how to fit it. And so she showed me a little, like, I just took it out for you guys, and she showed me how to put it in. And then they gave me like a goodie bag of like floss and stuff, because now I have to floss every day, which is a chore. Like, I should be flossing every day regardless, but like I've had my braces for so long, I was not flossing every day, so now I have to add things into my life schedule that I had no intention on doing. And so yeah, they gave me a goodie bag, and one of the things in the goodie bag, I had to put it in a Ziploc bag because I didn't want it to like go bad, but was caramel corn. Okay, this is one of the things, and let me tell you, this caramel corn is the bomb.com. It tastes real good. Surprised they didn't fucking poison it. But yeah, they gave me caramel corn because, as you know, you're not allowed to have popcorn, and like there's a lot of food you're not supposed to eat with your braces. I did not follow those rules, because like if that was the case, I would have been starving this last 8 years, because all the shit on the list that you're not supposed to eat I love, and I was not going to be starving for 8 years. So I ain't gonna lie, I never really had caramel corn during my braces like time, but I had a lot of other things that I wasn't supposed to eat, or that they suggest that you don't eat, but I was very careful when I did that. But I wasn't like chewing on chicken bones or anything like that. Like, no, that's obviously really silly. The only time I've personally broken a bracket myself is with a fork. Ironically, I wasn't eating anything I wasn't supposed to eat, but I bit down on the fork wrong and it broke the bracket off. I said, oh shit, oh Lord Jesus is so far. So yeah, that's the only time I've actually physically broken my bracket myself. Other than that, they broke by themselves. But yeah, they gave me caramel corn, and they also gave me a little thing that said that something about referring people, the best compliment we could give them would be, or that I could give them, is a referral to a friend. I wouldn't refer my orthodontist to my worst enemy, and I was going to tell him that. I was really going to tell him that, like, I would never ever refer him to anybody. Not even just because of how long it took, but because of his attitude, like, and he retiring anyway, but like, I wouldn't refer anybody to go to that place. And all the people that actually go to him say the damn same, like people that I know and my subscribers that have the same orthodontist as me, they say the same damn thing. So it's not only me. Now, a lot of you guys are pissed that I did not get a permanent retainer. I really fought hard for the permanent retainer. I did. I fought as hard as I could. But if you guys watch the clip from before where he's talking to my mom, like, he does a lot of cutting you off. He does a lot of like, he knows what's best, okay? So it's just like, I only have so much energy that I can put into this bullshit, and so I fought as hard as I could. I asked about Invisalign and all kinds, and he said I may not need that, blah, blah, blah. The reason that they give you this retainer, which is to be worn 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unless you're eating or like brushing your teeth, and you brush it as well, because it will stank if you don't, okay? So I'm supposed to be wearing this 24 hours a day, and the reason for it is because once your braces are off, apparently they need time to like settle into their final spots, because the braces are no longer holding them together. Now you just have the retainer, you wear it for 24 hours a day to start, and then eventually you wean yourself off of it and you won't need it anymore. So they say. I ain't taking no risk, okay? If I go to sleep, it's in. Like, I'm not trying to like wake up and there's a gap somewhere, because I will lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna show you guys the before and after molds now, and I know I showed you guys the pictures in the before plastic surgery video, but I want to show you guys the actual molds because I took videos of that as well. And yeah, and then I'll do a close-up on my teeth, and I will show you the inside bracket, sorry, the inside permanent retainer that I have on the bottom. It's just the top that doesn't have a permanent retainer as of right now. I'm kind of, oh, in a way, I'm kind of glad the top doesn't have a permanent retainer, just because of the flossing thing, because like with the bottom I have to like do some serious weaving and wire, like it's ridiculous what I have to do to floss the bottom teeth. So I'm kind of glad the top teeth doesn't have the permanent retainer, but like at least I want like the Invisalign retainer or the clear retainer. But so far, I mean, this one's kind of cute. It just hurts when I snap it in sometimes. I think my gums are still, what the fuck is that? Ew. I think my gums are just kind of sore still from the whole thing, but my teeth aren't like overly sensitive or anything. So oh, and he did do a little bit of filing on my front 4 teeth. he said that the way that my teeth form, it's called mamma something. If you know what the word is, comment it down below. But like he said, they're called mammalins, mamma something. I don't know. They're called mamma something, and they just form on the teeth. And then yeah, so he filed them a little bit. He wasn't gonna file them. I begged for the filing, just like I begged for the permanent retainer, and he gave me the filing. Well, he didn't give me the permanent retainer because this had already been made anyway.
Expecting that. So we'll just do the best we can.
So here's a question. If you suggest that she take off the bottom and leave the top, or vice versa.
Yeah, well, yeah, you had it right the first time.
So, whatever the issue is there.
Well, if there's, let's first I have to
You
look
have to
really
go.
carefully.
Okay.
If I look
Okay,
at it
there's no point.
and I'm not concerned that
Yeah.
there's that much of an issue,
Mhm.
I'll tolerate it. But if I think we're going to be okay,
Okay.
then we'll go ahead with the removal today.
Okay.
Okay, is it okay, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Is that?
So now let's take a look at my teeth. So this is my smile. If I'm biting down on the back, okay. They look pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. And then if there's food in my teeth, it's because tonight was taco night, so there might be onions and like ground beef and like lettuce and shit stuck in there. So to put my retainer in, I go here and up, there, there. I have to pop in this side first because this is the side that kind of hurts when it snaps into my gums. And so that's my retainer on. That right there. Behind my teeth. That right there behind my teeth is the permanent retainer, and it's cemented onto the eye teeth. And so I realized that I won't be able to get a bottom grill, which is really upsetting because of the permanent retainer down there. So I have to figure something out about that. Cause Shooter said that it's these two teeth, the little fangs that are used to hold the bar on, and so I can't get my grill because of that. So I'm gonna get a grill on the top. Well, not a grill. Y'all will see when I get ghetto. Y'all gonna see what gold I get for my mouth. But this in my mouth is really uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable per se. It's just like even when I talk, it's different now. You guys can hear me. I have a lisp, and it's just like there's something extra in my mouth. I can't eat with it in because it's like, because my tongue can't touch the top of my mouth anymore, it's hard to swallow. And also it's just like there's something in the way all the time. It's really, really annoying to have it, and then to sleep with it too. Like, I just hate it. The minute I fall asleep, I obviously don't know that it's in anymore, like, or I don't care that it's in anymore, but to fall asleep with it, it's just like, it's so weird. It's like a foreign object all over again, except this time it's more invasive than the actual braces because I didn't have anything on the rooftop of my mouth when I first got the braces. So, or when I had braces. So yeah, all in all, I'm happy that they are off. I don't know if once I start going in for my routine checkups for my retainer that I will still update you guys on it, unless you guys want it, of course. But yeah, that is basically it. Your girl is braces free, and I could not be any happier. Like, I'm so stoked to have my braces off. So thank you guys for coming on this little journey with me, even though you guys came at like the very last minute. Like, I never ever really did braces videos until I was told that they were coming off, because I would literally imagine if I've been doing, can you guys freaking imagine if I've been doing braces up, say I had a YouTube channel like since the beginning of my braces, could you imagine if I was doing update videos every appointment? Like, What the fuck? What the fuck? There would be so many videos, it would be ridiculous. But maybe if I was, I wouldn't have missed all those appointments in the year 1. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm glad they're off. Everybody's glad they're off. Everybody's celebrating. If you want to send me whitening kits, go the fuck ahead, okay? And now is the time. Oh, that's the other thing too. He keeps saying, I think you should wait to whiten. I think you should wait to whiten. So if you have an idea of why I should wait to whiten them, like why he's telling me that, can you please let me know? Because he was not being clear. And like, I'm not gonna beat this nigga for answers. I've been trying to beat this nigga for answers for years, and I'm over it. I told him dead ass when we were there. I was like, I don't know if that's on video either. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I was like, look, I am not here for this anymore. I kept saying I was over it, and I said, sir, like, sir, I can't. I was like, I want to divorce you. Please sign the papers. Those are my words exactly to him. My mom laughed, and I'm like, it's not funny, like, it's not. I want the divorce. I wanted it so bad. Finally got it, but like, there must have been a prenup that I didn't know about, because I still gotta see this nigga. Like, I'm so over it. Either way, it is what it is. I don't have a choice, so let's just take it day by day and see where we are in the next little while, okay? I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.